Alright, here we go. Demonic Breaker. Here we go. Okay, just have a couple things left to get and we should be done with this slot entirely. Why is Goku just putting his nose in the freaking snow right now, dude? She really needs to start getting her stuff and then getting it all in once and then leave. Because the constant in and out just it is really getting on my nerves. Yo, what's up, Shahir? I mean, Six Fault seems to be doing pretty good. Especially since it's just a guaranteed hit the second you land it. I'd say it's a really good attack. Especially if you use Hinokami Kagura attack and then go for the six-fold slash. Yeah, you're looking at a decent chunk of damage. The only downside is when that Goku decides to use it against you. And you see, I kind of just prematurely did that. Yeah, see, just, it's a guaranteed hit, so like... I mean, I wouldn't say six-fold slash's startup is slow. Because if it was, the NPCs would probably have had an easier time trying to go against it right now. Yeah, that's I wouldn't call that a slow startup. Something like a slow startup would be like Dragon Fist. I would call Dragon Fist a slow startup. Like, yeah, it's like once you get into that animation, it's pretty much over. But even so, it's like that's what I would still call a slow startup. I don't think I have those on this slot though. Yeah, I don't have a Del Rush on here. And okay. See how much damage we're doing with 6-volt slashes. Like 329k. Okay, well I need to wait for that to wear off because that's just gonna equal extra damage. It's about the same damage. And that can be easily countered. So, yeah, no, I'm gonna just stick with 6-volt slashes. Like, yeah, it's, like, instant, but, like... I'm pretty sure I've used it on a melee slot before, and it's easy to use a counter on. The main problem with the 6-volt slash is that it's pretty much a weakness of any melee skill, though, is just if the NPC vanishes away from you, like they usually like to do when you get them caught in a combo, then it's just a waste of ki. Yeah, well, 6-volt slashes does crits too. Wow. I'll admit, I just threw that out. I didn't think I'd actually land that. Well, right now, with what I'm using, the NPCs are seemingly starting to struggle against it, so I think I'm just going to keep using this. Now, if he'd stop vanishing and stop trying to bait for perfect blocks, then it'd be that bad. The private server code is the same. Yeah, when the NPCs just spam that same fucking attack, dude. And of course, immediate counter. No real indication, just instant. Not even trying to use Explosive Wave, and for some reason it keeps wanting to use it. Bruh. Dude, that is ridiculous. Of course, he stopped like right in front of me where he was just right out of range. Dude, I'm not even trying to use Explosive Wave. Why is it constantly using it? Like, I'm not even hitting LB, and it's just constantly using Explosive Wave. Dude. Dude. Can you I wasn't even in front of you. And my alt disconnected. Wasn't even paying attention to the time. Let's reset the time. That way I ain't gonna wait a whole 5 minutes just to redo a fusion. What's up, Mr. Radish? How's it going? Go buy some more sensors real quick. You can try to make the argument that 6-volt slash is inferior to Videl Rush and all that, but all in all, like, every move has its own strengths. I'm gonna continue to use 6-volt slashes because that's what I want to use. If you don't like it, then I don't know what to tell you. 6-volt slashes is doing some damage. I'm giving it that. I'm not gonna sit there and say otherwise. Only reason I got defused there was because my alt account disconnected. Which I shouldn't have allowed to do. Also, you are aware that crits are entirely RNG. Like, they don't guarantee... It's not guaranteed to land crits at a certain hit. What the heck was that lag? Let's see. You're on your Super Saiyan 4, right? Yeah, that's your Super Saiyan 4 slot. So, yeah, that's pretty much why it's doing that much damage. I guarantee if I go into my Super Saiyan 4 slot, it's going to have the same result. Only difference is that I can't switch to using 6-volt slash on my Super Saiyan 4 slot because I don't have a sword equipped on that slot. Which I probably have the move. Let's see, Videl Rush. I might have it. I do not have it. I have Justice Combination, though. Which I think we've already pretty much established that Justice Combination does about the same amount. From what I heard, that's otherwise. I mean, look, you're entitled to your own opinion. I'm not gonna sit there and constantly try to argue. But I'm just gonna continue to use the moves I want to use. It's all the same to me. Also, people that made melee builds have already told me that Justice Combination was pretty much a staple in their moveset. Why the fuck can I not move? That was weird. I was just stuck in place. I mean, it's been pretty efficient. Yeah, I'm gonna need some damage in, my guy. Wait, what is with the lag? Since you're finishing him off over there, I'm gonna go get started on Goku. Why did I use that one? Do I have Justice? No, I don't. I don't know why I'm asking that question. I probably do not have Justice Combination. Okay, Dome Speed Rush, you gotta understand with Dome Speed Rush, it scales mostly off of Ki. Most of its damage is from Ki. So unless you have a hybrid build or a Ki build, you're not really gonna get much out of Dome Speed Rush. That's just a simple fact. Because its big damage comes from your Ki. So, yeah, you gotta understand that. Do I have... Can I buy it? Yes, I can. Ooh, got 4 crits on that one. Oh, yeah. Well, that's because I believe they nerfed Dome Speed Rush because it was just doing too much damage. It was one of the best attacks in the game, and now it's more or less just meh. It's like if you have a balanced build, it's useful. If you don't, then it's just not really as good as it used to be. Ki builds used to have fun with that move. Just because of that one little part where it just pops off with damage. Yeah, Dome Speed, with them nerfing Dome Speed Rush, it's understandable as to why it no longer is as good as it used to be. Well, they buffed a lot of moves, actually. Not what I want to do, and he perfect blocked. I'm not even using Explosive Wave. What the heck? I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's wasting so much of my guard. Need space to move without lag. Oh my god. None of my inputs are going in. Yeah, and 6-volt slash would have never succumbed to that evasive. Just saying. As the weakness of moves that don't have those long animations. Because at least with the long animations, it's guaranteed damage. No long animation, you're risking having them just evade at like random points, even at the points that you just need to have that damage done in. Like they'll just evade like right at that hit that you really need it to land. Dude, all of my inputs are just being mega delayed right now. I can hardly do anything. I don't know what's going on with the connection right now, but that is bad. Oh no, they evade. I've fought these NPCs countless times with a melee ultimate, and they have evaded in the middle of in the middle of these same exact ults. I'm speaking from experience, and I was doing it solo. I gotta get my damage in somehow. It's probably just luck, but it's been a pretty well-known fact that NPCs in this game just need to be nerfed. I don't know what they did, but a lot of the NPCs in this game just seems to have way too much of an intelligent AI. The only NPC that I know that evades every time multiple people are on him is Beerus. I know that if you fight Whis, he doesn't evade if multiple people are on him, or at least he doesn't. Why is? I was just constantly going for grabs. What? All of my inputs are just really being weird right now. And every time I fought Whis and there was multiple people on him, he's never really spammed his evasive like that. I've only seen that with Beerus. Dude, I might just have to, like, end the stream early, because I don't know what's going on, but... This is the... I am seriously experiencing some input delay right now, and that's just really messing up the flow. I'm literally holding charge and it stops and I have to redo the input. Bro, what? Let me charge my key. Yeah, I might just have to end the stream. I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's going on right now. My inputs are just not wanting to go through. That's just like that does not normally happen. Oh, it opens my inventory instead of letting me use my attack. That's lovely. What's up, Tonos? How are you? What the fuck was that? What is going on with this? What the hell? I literally used that way before his animation for the Kamehameha was over. That, yeah, that, no. That's insane. I don't know if it's the server or my connection or what, but that's really starting to get to me right now. Why is it so slow? I hit that move like a million years ago, and it only just then used excellent full course. Same thing with the Kagura attack. What the fuck is going on there? That input went. I don't see how. It was fine earlier. Like, it was literally just perfectly fine earlier. And now all of a sudden it's just wanting to just crap itself. I'll just go a couple more times and then end stream. Do this again tomorrow. Because I really cannot play with these with all my inputs just being delayed right now. See, hold up. Let me check my inventory real quick. Okay, yeah, I don't have the mythical. I don't think I have the water breathing technique attack. To my knowledge, I don't have it. Yeah, no, it would be there if I had it, because it's not an alt. Charge my key! Can't even dash. I'm having to press that same input like a couple of times. Just hit the trigger like 3 times. Can't move. Hey, I got the water breathing slashes. Let's go. Go ahead and check that off the list. At least we got some progress done. Why am I getting fucking mollywopped? Alright, so that's all the skills on this slot. So I'm basically just missing the 2 mythicals from Demon Slayer Goku and Corrupted Santa, and that's it. Which I might just get that tomorrow, because again, it's just with this connection, just input delays, just I just, yeah, it might just have to call it. Yeah, I could be in the middle of a combo trying to charge my key and it's just gonna do that. Yeah, I can't have that. That just really ruins the whole flow. What the fuck? You say 6-volt slashes is bad and the NPCs are making it look good right now? Not even kidding. I was in the middle of comboing him. And he just used 6-volt slashes on me. He kinda started making that move look good. Just because of that. And at the same time, I kinda hate him for doing that. Because I didn't need him doing that to me. Dude, Kagura... You know, Kagura attack is really solid. It's got some solid damage to it. I hate it when they just go for the counter every time. If I wanted to get countered, I'd PvP. Yeah, 6-volt, it doesn't matter what the NPCs do. They whether it's a combo, an ultimate attack, or whatever, they can always do it in the middle of your combo. Doesn't matter how good the it's so dumb. That's why I keep saying that NPCs just have to be nerfed. They can do that on top of just spamming the same ultimate attacks. I kid you not, Corrupted Santa, for no reason, spammed like 4 spirit bombs at me consecutively, back to back. Like, they gotta do something. Like, we've been telling them for how long now that they need to nerf the NPCs, and they just won't? I know, that's what I said. It's not just 6-fold. It's like, it's pretty much everything that the NPCs just throw out. Like, they just get priority, and it's dumb. Yeah, that's why I keep saying that they need to nerf the NPCs. Like, lately, every stream, I've been complaining about the NPCs, and it's been for a reason. Because they need to nerf them. I'm sorry, it just needs to happen. Bruh, I was right behind you and somehow that hit me. No, what they need to do is just give NPCs a cooldown and they just solve pretty much majority of the issues. Literally all they have to do is give the NPCs a cooldown and boom, most of the problems with the NPCs are solved. It's not that hard. It's just the main problem is that for some reason they haven't bothered doing it. It's like we're getting all these other quality of life changes. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to complain about some of these changes like, oh, some improved lighting, even though the lighting can use some work. As well as some other different changes, like the visual changes for the transformations. The main thing that, like, they need to, like, tackle these main issues that everyone's just been pointing out. NPCs, drop rates. Like, those are the quality of life changes that we have been requesting that they make. Stop making everything like so RNG to try to get. Make NPCs less spammy and make it to where they can't just spam a counter move every single time you're, you know, got them in the middle of a combo. That's weird. Why did he just respawn? Okay. That was so delayed. It looked like it was starting to do good for a solid minute there, and then all of a sudden it just went back to just being shit. Yeah, that's insane. Holding the charge button and it stops me from charging. A lot of these attacks should be landing, but because they're delayed, it's just not going when it should be going. And the lag just does not help. I literally sidestepped. I quite literally sidestepped and I still get hit. Because it just doesn't go through. What the hell? I didn't even knock him back. I literally hit block right when he came up to me. What the? Yeah. I'm doing like 3 more runs against these bosses and then I'm done. That's just... that... I can't. I'm sorry. Like, that is way too much. it's such a weird angle. And of course, when he uses that, he just gets super armor unless I heavy hit him. Are you on a full Saiyan or a hybrid Saiyan? Well, you gotta understand, if that is your Super Saiyan 4 slot, right? So your Super Saiyan 4 is gonna be dealing a lot more damage as you're doing crits. So if you're getting a whole bunch of crits with your M1s, then your damage dealt is gonna go up. It might be because you're passive, dude. It's more than likely you're passive. Nice. You got the Mythic Kaori or the or are you just talking about the regular one? I'm gonna go one more on Corrupted Santa, and then I'm gonna call it. Nice. The both of the Mythic Kaoris are the last ones I'm missing, so if I don't get the Mythic Kaori from this run, then I might just have to do it tomorrow. Nope, I did not get it. Well, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. So, thanks for hopping in, helping me out. I did at least get the water breathing slashes technique, so at least I got that. So I got all the skills on this slot, so that's really good. But anyways, thanks for helping me out. Thanks for everyone who's decided to tune in. Sorry, I was planning on doing a longer stream, but yeah. What's up, Dragon Ball Journey? Just about to end the stream, dude. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace.